Hey guys, so I wanted to pull a couple cards heading into this weekend. So we are officially in Leo season, so happy birthday, Leos. It is Saturday, July 25th, and a lot of strong energy. And I don't know about you, but I'm no offense to Cancers, because I have plenty in my family, but I'm glad this cycle's over and we're in a fire sign season. So for me, being an air sign, I'm an Aquarius sun, Taurus rising, and then Pisces moon. Air signs and fire signs get along really well, and that energy is very compatible, especially Aquarius and Leo, because they're opposites on the zodiac, and they just complement each other. So there's a lot of complementary energy that goes along. So I'm really excited for Leo season. I'll pull a couple oracle cards too. Also, when you see this, it's meant for you to see it. It doesn't mean that it has to be, if you don't see it on this weekend or today, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be valid moving forward. So let's get some cards out. Woo! Tons of cards came out. We're going to take them. We're going to take them. All right. Nice. Okay. Wow. First card, Ace of Wands. Now, to me, this is just like an explosion of creativity and a burst of a new cycle. And honestly, fire, obviously Leo season is just so relevant. But this is also, depending on, what your belief is, it kind of is this Kundalini energy where it's really bursting into a new spiritual cycle and an awakening. We have had to close out a lot of karmic lessons and cycles, this, I think, especially in Cancer season, which was important because once you recognize things and you work on them and you heal yourself, you close them out and you're ready to move forward. And, to me, the Ace of Wands is always a new beginning, but it's a spark. It could be an incredible amount of energy going into your career, new ideas, tons of creativity, things that you're getting excited about, things that you have a tremendous amount of passion for. So really, really exciting. And this is just, to me, igniting what it's going to be like in Leo season and beyond. So really great energy to start off with. Then, you can't even get better than this. You have Ace of Pentacles. Two aces in a reading is just such strong energy about new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles, Pentacle energy is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. When I channel, I forget, so excuse me. But this is about material things that we can touch, feel, and see. So Ace of Pentacles can absolutely mean things coming to fruition, manifestation. And, this is also indication you could be moving. You could be looking at moving homes. You could be looking at some travel, even though obviously right now with the pandemic, I wouldn't travel unless you have to. But, you know what I mean? It's really up to the individual and their common sense and what is best for them. But the Ace of Pentacles is about movement. It's about new beginnings. It's about abundance, material abundance. And so to me, it's really these two aces back to back. You're having this fire ignite, really a lot of passion and energy moving into a career, and, having things come to manifestation. Things are actually coming into the tangible. So they're moving from these passionate ideas to actually physical material things that you can touch, feel, and see, and that you can show to say, this is what I've actually accomplished. So, just incredible to have two aces back to back. Chariot, holy shit. Things are going to be coming really quick. Now, and obviously in most traditional Rider-Waite or just decks, you're going to see the Chariot has, a person actually doesn't even have reins, but he's controlling the chariot with two horses of black and white, or two sphinxes, or whatever the case is, and he's controlling that, even not having reins and not physically controlling the situation. So he is, the chariot is fast moving forward energy, and the chariot is all about having drive and determination and understanding that it has been a long road. There's been a lot of perseverance in many ways. So a lot of ideas that you might have had in the past haven't come to fruition, but now they're going to start, it's some, what they say, maybe the 10th idea you have, they've just been flat, but now the 11th, just like, cha-ching, 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 it brings in the money. And obviously with the Ace of Pentacles, there's a lot of things that are going to come to fruition. And with the Chariot, it means that there's a lot of forward momentum. Obviously deep within inside you, but in the real world, there's going to be momentum and drive behind this. There's a lot of push and there's a lot of opportunity. And as you can see, this eagle has his wings open and his talons out, that this is the time to go for it. No holding back, and don't stop yourself. This is a time to go for it. Full force forward. And of course, we would get the Hanged Man, which is this kind of conflicting energy, right? But the Hanged Man, to me, it's a neutral energy. And I feel like this is actually energy that we're coming out of. You know, Cancer season, we were really asked to go internal and really focus on those intense, raw emotions that we all were going through. Many of us, not everybody, of course. And we were in a Mercury retrograde as well. So there was a lot of things that were just stalled. So to me, the Hanged Man, yes, it is about enlightenment and it is about having a better understanding. And as you can see, that she has her hands tied behind her back and she's upside down, but she's not distressed. She's not frustrated. She's not, you know, trying to get out of it. She's actually just allowing herself to go with the flow and surrender to the situation. And right next to her is a little bat kind of doing the same thing. And, you know, to me, it's really about this transformation, but understanding that there's a lot of things out of your control and surrendering to it. And going with the current instead of against it will get you farther. So to me, I think this is the energy that we're coming out of, and we've gotten a lot of really good lessons and understanding, probably about ourselves, but really what we want to do, how we want to do it. And with the aces, there's so much drive and push forward. So I think that we've gotten better. We've just become more enlightened out of this really tough process that we were in. Tower. A lot of people freak out when they see the Tower. Tower to me is this very Uranus energy. You know, a lot of people say it was Mars energy as well. But it's this unpredictable, unexpected change. And it can be a drastic change as well. To me, I'm not getting a negative vibe from this at all. The Tower is going to be a very quick, sudden change, a shift in movement in your life. This could mean that some of these ideas, these new beginnings really take off and you're able to stay grounded and really centered because you've learned a lot about yourself. You know what you want, and things are going to start to move unexpectedly. You're just going to be like, oh shit, out of the blue, this is a whole new change in my direction in my life, and I wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. So that's what I really feel with this Tower card. 3 of Cups, celebration. 3 of Cups of celebration. Now, a lot of this particular card is a little bit more shadow, deeper and darker energy, but you can see kind of these spirits and shadows coming out from the cups, and they're kind of intertwining and almost dancing to the flame. And to me, this is a card of celebration. There's 3 black cats, which I know a lot of people forget about black cats. I have a black cat, and they're really about good luck. And I think that this is such an amazing card, and indicating that whatever you have your mindset to and your passion and belief, keep moving forward, because there's going to be a celebration, and it's going to happen a lot quicker than you expect. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is about leaving something behind, walking away. So to me, this very strongly indicates you are going to have to walk away from your old life and be ready for your new one. 100%. This is about being ready to walk away from your old life and stepping into the new one. Because with these aces and with the Chariot, you are going to be stepping into a whole new world. And it's going to be bigger than you ever expected. So truly incredible cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some, I'll just pull them how I have them here. We're going to do the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I love this deck. I don't use it as much as I should. I wake my cards up by knocking them around a few times. It wakes the energy up. What does collective need to know? What does collective need to know? Get one more card. Oh man, this is exciting stuff. Okay, expect miracles. Do you see this double rainbow? Rainbows are about transformation. They are about hope. They are about peace. They are about the gold at the end of the rainbow. This is such an amazing card to get. So things that you've been wanting and praying for, but actually taking the steps to put things in action, you are going to get results, 100%. Now, we got standstill. So right now, like I said, many of us have been in a standstill. We've had this energy very similar to this hanged man where we've had to kind of be pending upside down, not knowing what's going on. But now that we've come out of Mercury retrograde shadow and things are starting to move forward, I definitely think that we're going to start to see forward movement. And look at that change at the bottom of the deck. The balloon and with the little horse going into the horizon. Sky's the limit. Awesome cards. I'm going to do some angel answers, and then I want to pull one oracle from the Kipper deck. And this to me is very much about career. I don't get the love feeling at all. But I will pull an angel, I'll put a romance angels card just because I know some of you are wanting your heartstrings tugged a little bit. That's okay. Okay. Reconsider. We were asked to do this a lot during Cancer season, and especially Mercury retrograde. It's all about having to redefine, reorganize, reconsider, reevaluate, and really that is what a lot of us did. And Mercury retrograde forces us to do that in many ways, not just because it's a good time to figure out, hey, is this foundation strong enough? Is this really what I want to be doing in a career? Do I want to open my own business? But it's also to look at and examine to say, what we have in place, is it going to be valid in the next 6 months? You know, there's all kinds of things that we need to think about. And I know Mercury retrogrades are extremely frustrating, but the good of that is that it's asking us to take that time and step back, so we can be, when things move in a direct position, we are stronger than ever before to move forward. Okay, and we're better positioned for the long term. Next card was the situation will improve. So, like I said, with all of the aces and the chariot and this unexpected change with the tower, 100% there's going to be some really great stuff coming up. And these cards, the energy has been very repetitive in the last couple readings, and I've only done a couple readings on YouTube so far, but still, this is really important to know that the energy is consistent. So that means that, you know, it's very, very, it's valid energy. It's valid. I don't know why I said that way. Here we go. From the Kipper deck, shall we? These are such tinier cards and everything else on the that I have. Okay. Sometimes I like to look if they don't fall over. Okay, I pulled more than one card. So the first card that we got was despair, but I really think, like, again, 3 plus 5 is 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 sometimes in the tarot can mean, you know, feeling left out in the cold, or change, but, you know, change that you're not really controlling, or kind of this argumentative or challenging energy at times. But with me, I really feel like the despair, this is how all of us has felt. And not only just what's going on in this past energy cycle with the Cancer, but, you know, with the pandemic, and, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's gone on that have been very challenging across the board. So it just kind of feels like we're down in the dumps, many of us, but with all this energy, things are going to shift. Now, I want to point out that, remember, time is fluid. So just because I pull this for this weekend doesn't mean it's going to happen this weekend. It could happen in 3 months, it could happen in 6 months. It's going to happen when it's destined for you, okay? a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, reconsidering, reevaluating. Well, obviously he's thinking of a lady there, but, figuring out, like, is this really what I'm meant to do? Is this what I want to do to support my family, to invest in a family? Is this what I want to do? That's really going to make me happy, make maybe others in my life happy. Then we get unexpected income. Hello. I mean, I'm telling you, materialistic things are going to be starting to shift in the positive direction. And then you got 9, which is change. We got 2 change cards, folks. Change and change. 2 change. Things are going to change, and things are going to change in the positive direction. A lot of times in history when, things have been down in the dumps or have been its extreme external circumstances that we can't control, some of the best inventions, some of the best ideas, some of the best and biggest businesses have been built out of those times. So remember that. And then we got the wealthy man, 13 in the deck. Now the wealthy man, this doesn't have to be men, it can be women too. So remember, many single ladies or many women that are bringing in the bread, you could be the wealthy man in the relationship, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm just saying that there is so much energy moving toward better financial times and stronger energy of building abundance and, and things that are tangible that you're proud of, but not only bring you happiness, that bring financial freedom, okay? Because money doesn't solve everything, and that's not what it's about, but a lot of it is about having and creating of financial freedom, financial independence. Let's pull a Romance Angels card because I know some of you are like, yeah, but what about love? And this could be where you're building with a partner too. If you're with somebody and you both are just like, I'm so sick of 9 to 5, I'm so sick of corporate, I want to do something else. Maybe you and your partner are building together. Whoop. Okay, that came out right away. Okay, so I asked for single and coupled just so we can so if you're coupled, I pulled the engagement card. So many of you, if you are already engaged or married, it may mean that you you go back to that playfulness and that excitement when you're first married or first engaged, and you kind of have that that renewal, but also your relationship is going to deepen and you're going to ascend to another higher level of commitment in your relationship. So if you're partnered or together, like the engagement maybe not be relevant, but it's ascending to a very higher level of commitment between you two. So really exciting. If you're single, it does say release your ex. Okay, remember, I've said this, I've used this metaphor before in different readings. You have to remove the old out so the new can come in. So even if you're not talking to your ex or it's been a while, but you still think about him or her, cut ties. Do a cut cording ceremony, with Archangel Michael. Ask to cut those cords, ask to be released, because you need to have freedom from that. You absolutely need to remove that out of your life if you are going through that, okay? And release your ex. If you're not with anybody and you're like, Leah, I don't have an ex and I'm totally like, that's not relevant, then be open to relationship if that's what you're looking for. You have to put the green light out there, right? Because if no one can see the signal, if you're not showing visible signs that you're interested in anybody, then how are they going to be interested to want to come and talk to you? So but release your ex if you have an issue with that. You got to clear that energy out. Next card that pulled was very soon. So this says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Again, putting those affirmations out there, putting your order out to the universe. And I'm not talking about he has to be 6'7", 200 pounds with a six-pack and, looks like Massimo from 365. Okay, I'm not talking about that. But you want to talk about the characteristics. The universe is going to know what you want, from they're not going to send you somebody that you're not attracted to physically, mentally, emotionally, and that you don't have chemistry with. So when you're asking for things, or you're saying, this is the type of person I want to enter my life, you need to, number one, be in alignment and vibrating at that same energy. But, don't think of it as, he can't be under 5'7", and no. Don't go that far down the rabbit hole. So it's just like ordering in a restaurant. Order, wait, and the universe is going to deliver. So guys, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I might come on another time of your reading, only if I'm called to do so. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon.